We're here at the Pioneer Agronomy Update in Leonard, North Dakota for the 2024 Pioneer Sales Kickoff. I'm here with Scott Walker, the Corn Marketing Manager for Pioneer. Scott, tell me a little bit. You've been all over the place the past couple of weeks, you've been saying.
Yeah, thanks for having us on here. We've been traveling a little bit, getting across the western U.S., kind of seeing some different countries. We kick off our 2024 sales season with all of our sellers across the U.S. So started down in kind of West Texas about 3 weeks ago, and been making the circle through eastern Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, and now starting here in North and South Dakota this week. So yeah, seeing a lot of crops and a lot of variability out there.
Yeah, walk me through. What are you seeing in some of the states and the variability that you're seeing?
Yeah, so starting with West Texas and western Kansas, eastern Colorado, as folks know, the last couple of years they've been really dry. Well, they got rain. They got a lot of rain in May and June, so some of their crops are fairly short because they're just getting them planted. They were waiting for the rain to get started planting, and then the rain never stopped. So which is a good thing. They're not complaining about that. And then, Nebraska is pretty variable. They were dry early on. They've caught some timely rains now here at the end of June and early part of July. So that they look okay. In there, Iowa, I would say, is a pretty good shape. There's some dry pockets, as we were talking about earlier. They certainly southeast Iowa, maybe northwest Iowa has some dry pockets, but the rest of the state looks pretty good. And some really challenge corn in central Missouri, eastern Missouri, central Missouri. Some really tough looking corn that had missed a lot of rains. So, but it's going to be shaping up to a pretty good year. I guess we'll find out when the combines roll here in a few weeks.
Yeah. How far away is harvest in some of these areas?
So the south and central Texas where I covered, they're pretty well done harvesting. So just talking with some folks in southeast Kansas, southwest Missouri, they're probably about 2 to 3 weeks away. And then I would expect it's just going to keep creeping north as we get moving. So we're still probably 6 weeks away, and for the majority of it, 6 to 8 weeks away.
Okay, yeah. Let's turn our attention to Pioneer. What's all coming down the pipeline as far as new technology?
Yeah, we've got a pile of innovation that we've been working on. Typically, we launch a new trade every 1 to 4 years. One new trade every 4 years. We're going to launch 2 to 3 new traits in this year, and then we're going to be on a cycle where we're going to be bringing new technology, new innovation out every 2 to 3 years. So it's coming quickly. The one that we're launching this year is Vorseed technology, which is our new triple stack. It's going to replace our Chrome technology. And we've been telling growers to keep it really simple. Vorseed is bringing more yield, more protection, and more flexibility. So you're going to see more yield from our expanded germplasm from our genetic library. You're going to see more protection because Vorseed has an additional mode of action above ground and additional mode of action below ground for those tough insects, and then more flexibility as it's going to bring the Enlist spray system with it. And then our Power Core suite is more of our double for above ground protection, which I know fits this geography really well. So currently we're selling Acre Max. Going forward, we're going to be selling our Power Core package of products, which is going to bring more yield, more protection, more flexibility. So more yield with additional germplasm capability, more protection because we got that additional mode of action above ground, and then the Enlist system that growers the flexibility, neighbor-friendly spray system that we'll have with it.
Oh, wow. Okay. As far as genetics, anything else new as far as genetics and varieties?
Yeah, so our pipeline is full. We've about 5 years ago we started talking about a corn revolution where we were doubling our inbreds that we were looking at annually, or we were looking at more inbreds annually than what we had the previous 95 years of our company. Fast forward 3 or 4 years, we've now doubled that again because we're looking at just the genetics that are coming through the pipeline. The pipeline is full. A lot of these new 80-day hybrids are new genetics, new inbreds that are coming. So really excited to get them on growers' farms and see what they can do locally. I mean, that's the nice thing about what we do with our genetics. We're a global company, but we test locally and advance locally so that we know that they fit the farms of growers.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you wanted to add?
No, just with the harvest coming up here in a couple months, just want everybody to stay safe, and please reach out to your local Pioneer sales rep if they have any questions.
All right, thanks, Scott. That was Scott Walker, Corn Marketing Manager for Pioneer here in Leonard, North Dakota at the 2024 Sales Kickoff for Pioneer. I'm Sierra Doctor, reporting agriculture's business. You're listening to the Red River Farm Network.